The issue of immigration and deportation is quite the hot topic in the United States these days, with some advocating for more protection at the borders, while others are advocating for more open borders. Fortunately, and in turn unfortunately, both sides capture a bit of the truth, but are ultimately insufficient as far as Catholic social teaching is concerned. To understand where the Church's stance comes from, we have to first look to Scripture, where the idea of immigration is often front and center. As God reminds the people of Israel many times, they were once immigrants in a foreign land. It is from these passages, among others, that the Church develops its first of three principles regarding the issue of immigration. People have the right to migrate to sustain their lives and the lives of their families. This does not mean, however, that just because someone is fleeing violence or poverty that a new country must accept them. The Church has never supported the concept of open borders, but rather respects, the second principle of immigration, that each country has the right to regulate its borders and to control immigration. As the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops notes, Catholics should not view the work of the federal government and its immigration control as negative or evil. Having borders, requiring standards for entry, and deporting those deemed unfit for the country are not evils in themselves, but belong to the rights and responsibilities of every country. But, as the third and final principle states, a country must regulate its borders with justice and mercy. The more prosperous nations are obliged, to the extent that they are able, to welcome the foreigner in search of security and the means of livelihood which he cannot find in his country of origin. If one nation is wealthy and safe and another is poor and violent, it is not only merciful for the wealthy nation to make sacrifices for the sake of the immigrant, it is the requirement of justice.